Hi everyone, I'm Anisha. Welcome to your weekly tarot energy check. This is something new that I've started on my channel. I will be doing a weekly energy check for all the zodiac signs through tarot reading. And today I'm going to be starting from the first week of June. I'm going to be adding all the timestamps so you can skip to your zodiac as per the timestamp that is marked over there. Keep your eyes open for your sun, your moon rising, and also your ascendant. Since for some of you it could be a Scorpio sun or a Pisces moon, or it could be a Scorpio sun and a Scorpio moon as well. So we'll start with Aries and we'll see what is there in store for Aries in the first week of June. I've been meaning to do this for the longest time, but and I tried it also, I think, sometime about 2 years back, and then I just left it somewhere in between. So let's hope that I sustain and I continue with this. Where are the cards running away? So Aries, we have a very interesting start to the first week. There seems to be some decision that a lot of you are trying to make, and this has to also do with it's asking for a lot of change. It's asking for power struggle. There is a lot of sword energy over here, so it could be that you are seeking clarity. There could be some, even be not just negotiations, but I think you could be doing a pro and con exercise as well, and seeing as to if you are going to be getting into a new business or a new work, how it will work for you. I think you're a little worried also about the support at home. There seems to be a little lack of support, or maybe I think it's more coming from fear and also the worry that you may not succeed. So there does seem to be this energy of a lot of worry around you, and I think that's coming more from your family. You also have drawn the moon card, which is of course saying that you need more clarity about the business that you're venturing into. So, and also if it is a relationship, Aries, I think there is some more clarity that is required. You are being asked to get more information and get more details about it before you rush into it and you make any investment. The entire, I would say, the energy is that of change, that you are being pushed, whether you like it or not, you are being pushed forward to change. So that is for you, Aries. We're going to be looking at Taurus now and see what the first week of June has for Taurians. I'm recording this on the supermoon today, so I hope this is something that I carry on doing. That was one affirmation which I wanted to manifest and see, that I carry on doing the tarot readings regularly. I mean, recording them live. Most of you know that I do combine astrology and tarot when I'm doing my readings, but recording it is just another ball game. So, Taurians, the energy for you is there seems to be some trouble in relationship, or there seems to be some almost a sense of a heartache at home. Maybe some information has come, or maybe a certain relationship has gone. I won't say it's sour, but it seems to be little strained. It could be with a sibling. It could be someone who's maybe younger at home. It could also be that you feel that your parents are not treating you as an adult, and they are, still treating you as a child. And there is this sense of, I think, almost frustration and anger at your side, where you want to get, treated at par with them. I am seeing a lot of A lot of again sword energy. Interestingly, I just saw that in Aries as well, which is talking about maybe um, a lot of not just sharp words that have got exchanged, but also there is a lack of clarity on something that is happening around at home, and it also has to do. It's also touching your workspace over here. You are either not able to negotiate very well something that you've been working on, could be a pet project, and maybe you thought that it would be well received and it has not been as well received as it should have, or maybe more work has not come out of it. Maybe you've um, finished, say, writing a piece of music, or you have finished publishing a book, or you finished a project, and you had hoped that through the good work that you have done, more work will come, but more work has not come out of it. Also, there is a sense of feeling, there's a sense of loss that is there, and it has. It doesn't have to do with work, but I think it is just there's nothing like really phenomenal, I would say, that has happened. But this first week is really a time when you're feeling quite out of sorts. You want to be with yourself, and you really are also in the waiting space. You're in the space where you need more clarity. You're seeking more clarity, and also maybe there has been some promises that have been made to you which have not been delivered. My only advice to you for the first week of June would be that try and be careful of what you say. Be careful of your speech, Taurians. Be careful of the sharp words. You may be tempted to just let people know exactly what you think and what you feel, but don't burn bridges in the first week of June. Uh, Not just a good time, but you may just have to revisit the same people again. Now I'm going to be looking at Gemini, and oh, Geminians, you are on quite a roll. There seems to be a lot of happiness at home. There seems to be also a big transformational change that a lot of you have undergone recently. Um, and for some of you, interestingly, there is also a resistance to change. So it's both. For some of you, it has been like a forced change that has happened. And for some of you, there is still that little bit of that change that is left. You're still sitting and you're resisting. But I'm seeing a lot of comfort around you. You're quite comfortable financially. There doesn't seem to be an issue. You're quite enjoying your home. You're enjoying the whether the comfort or the luxury that the home is providing around you. And also, you're feeling very I think the maternal side of you is quite active in the first week. You're feeling very benevolent. It's as if you want to gift your kids, and you want to be the bearer of good news for them. Geminians, you're in the space, in a very benign space in the first week of June. It's like you want to make everything well for your family, for your children. So you are being the Santa Claus for them. So it's a wonderful energy to be starting the month with. We'll see what's in store for Cancerians now. Okay, Cancerians, there seems to be some amount of juggling of money that is there. You seem to be in a process of trying to make a decision in the first week of June. It's almost as if you're managing multiple, not just properties, but bank balances. Also, for some of you, um, you're being asked to go inward and just introspect a bit. Something which you're waiting for to reach a culmination, there is a delay in the first week. And also, Cancerians, you're being asked not to not to mourn something, not to grieve over something that was not yours to begin with. You seem to be focusing on something which is, you have this card of Five of Cups. So you seem to be mourning over, a loss that maybe long time back got recovered or has got healed, and yet you're insisting on looking at the loss of what is that is not there. So you're being asked to look ahead, not just on what is left, but on what also can be created. So the first week, Cancerians, it's I would say try not to be in a space of feeling very overwhelmed with your feelings and also feeling wronged, and saying that, or even thinking, being in that space, feeling very sorry for yourself, or why is it that people didn't do something for me, or I deserve better. Something which is finished and gone, you just need to say thank you to it with a lot of gratitude and move ahead. And now we have Leo, one of my favorite signs. Okay, so Leos. So here is Mr. Wand, wants to run away every time. Since the last reading, you have Seven of Wands wanting to get into all the readings. So Leos, the first week is we opening the June with you being in. It's almost like you're on a wait mode, and I think with the pandemic again, all of us can say that we are in that wait mode. But I think you are in a gestation mode. Something is cooking underneath, and you're waiting for it to get culminated or to finish, or for it to sort of be brought out in the world. So it could be that you are either working on a project in silo or with a friend, and that's like a second, could be an additional work besides your own regular job that you're working on. For some of you, it could be a project that you have been working on solely as well. So it can be both. But also there is this sense of, wanting to rush into it and quicken it, and you want sort of answers which are delayed for you. So there is just this sense of, while you are in a good space, in the sense that money does not seem to be an issue for you, there seems to be a lot of family, in fact I would say a lot of family support, and especially I think from your mom. Your mother is featured very strongly. I mean, she's, I think, not just, of course, mothers are full of love, but she's there as this person who has your back and who's sort of supporting a difficult decision for you. She is sort of, and I think that is also what is making you rethink or replan it better, or get into that research mode more before you launch the whether it's a brand or it's a product, or maybe even if it's, for some of you, you're waiting to hear from a new job as to what is it that will come out of it, and could be an absolutely different career change, but a lot of support from home. So I think that's nice when we have our loved ones rooting for us. Nothing better than that. Now we have the lovely Virgos, and see what's June in store for them. I would love to do this thing, but I'm always worried about the cards going all over, so I just simply stick to this. I see a lot of tarots do it, and very enviously I watch it. I've tried practicing it, but it doesn't work. And especially now that I'm recording, I don't want to have all the cards fly around me. So Virgos, okay. So we are Virgos, you are in a you are in a space or a stage when we open in June where you are sort of looking at all your credentials. You're looking at all the work that you've done all these years, and it's almost like, it's not that you're resting on your laurels, but it's almost like a sense of, has it come to this? Or, almost a sense of that you deserve more, but you're scared to say it. So you have this entire body of work, you've done a lot of work, but I think the result that you should have got ideally, or the reward that you should have got ideally, has not come from the work. But the good thing is that you still have that work. I mean, you have that entire credibility, you have all that hard work that is still there. It is, of course, as of now, not recognized, and that's a sense that you're feeling, that you're not being acknowledged. Also, I think for some of you, there is, you're dealing with people who are not very honest, or who are not transparent. So there's one day there is this one story that you're hearing, there's another day you're hearing another story, so you're quite caught in between those stories of what is it that is really happening around you. Also, money, though, as we are opening the week, it does seem to be of slight concern, but I would say don't worry. I mean, we're just opening up the month, so just hang in over there. I would just say that for you, for the first week of June, don't let your heart rule your head. Virgos, be very, very careful. And I'm not just saying for relationships, but even work-wise, you could end up making or taking some wrong decisions. You could just get used by everyone's little some sob story. So be careful over there. Now we have the gorgeous Libra. I'm a Libran, so I get to say gorgeous Libra. Librans. Okay. Very interesting. Some of you are learning a new skill as we open the first week of June. You are learning something, you are teaching yourself. Maybe it's a course, maybe it's a language, maybe it's something that you're adding to your work skill, but you're definitely on the, not just a learning curve, it's something that you have introduced it to yourself, so you are making yourself better. And also I am seeing a beautiful a place of stillness, where there is more spirituality, more going inward. So for those of you who are in a mad rush, you are also being asked to slow down. You're being asked to get in touch with your emotions, Librans. It's a time of, and today is supermoon when I'm making this video. It's a wonderful time to be acknowledging, accepting, manifesting things. And eclipses, the effect lasts for about good 6 months. It just doesn't sort of stroll out and go off in a week's time. So you have the next 6 months, till the time that you can manifest and create a new life for yourself. I'm also seeing a lot of happiness at home. You're quite happy being at home. You're quite surrounded. You're safe with people who love you, who take care of you. There's a lot of support. There does seem to be some bit of a challenge of trying to just sort of calm your thoughts and to be able to focus onto one specific thing. So if I were to give you one message this week, Librans, it would be to take a pause and slow down, watch your breath, and try and meditate, even if it is for 15 minutes, every day. Try and do that, to just slow down a bit and just be more in touch with yourself. We have the intense Scorpios now, and let us see what do we have for the lovely Scorpios. The week of June. Seem to be quite worried about money, Scorpios. Nice. Okay, So, Scorpios, there does seem to be some amount of a concern around money. There is almost a sense, and it may be that not as if that there is not money in your bank. So the money could be there. There's just that spiritually or from inside, solely, or even in a relationship, you could be feeling very poor. You could be feeling not nourished, not taken care of, and in your relationship, maybe you want to move away from it, but you are just sort of, there's too much to manage, there's too much to handle. So for a lot of you, you are, as the month opens up, you are sort of learning to come out of your own. You're learning to manage your emotions better. Or maybe for some of you, you are understanding yourself more. I think also the nice, one of the very good, powerful cards is the Sun card that you have, which speaks about not just children, literally. I mean, when you see the Sun card, but it speaks about courage. It speaks about strength. It speaks about new beginnings. So you are also being asked to be brave with yourself. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a new project, maybe it's a new relationship, maybe it's an old relationship where there has been struggle to get the kind of love that you feel that you deserve, but you've not been getting. And the Sun, of course, is coming over here, is it's asking you to be brave. In some cases, of course, literally the Sun also means children, wherein that you could be surrounded. Children could be a source of joy, or if you do not have children, then you are being encouraged to let the inner child out to play. Well, that's quite lovely, Scorpios. It's always good to be in touch with our emotions and be very clear about whether we are reflecting the love that we deserve. And now we have the Gypsy Soul Sagittarians. And Sagittarians, celebration happening at home, but you seem to be having some sleepless nights as far as work is concerned. So first week of June, definitely, I think in some cases there could also be some marriage that's happening at home. Maybe someone in the family is getting married, some reason to celebrate, get together with family. For some of you, work is, even though you are expecting it to move at the speed in which you thought that it should or it would, and also this speaks about maybe international exposure. Maybe for some of you, you have launched this work and you are expecting a lot of clientele from overseas. That has got delayed. Maybe that has not happened as to the extent that you had expected it to be. And you do seem to be in a space where you're quite restless and you're having, don't seem to be sleeping too well. And I think all of this is quite going on in your mind. For some of you, you could be in a relationship. You could feel almost emotionally torn or emotionally manipulated, and that's not something that you like, Sagittarians, and because that's not something that you do. So the key message for you would be patience. Just try and wait a little bit more out. It's just the first week of June that is there. And now we have the patient Capricornians, ruled by Saturn, never to be shirking responsibility. The interesting thing about Capricornians is, even though they come across as these really serious people, they're some of the sweetest and gentlest people. So Capricornians, for you, there is, again, there seems to be some concern as far as a situation at home is there. Maybe it concerns a parent, could be a father because it's an authority figure. For some of you, it could be that there are some work issues happening at home. Maybe For if you have recently broadened your portfolio, or if there has been an increased role at your work, maybe you're finding it too much to deal with. You're just feeling all over the place with the amount of work that is there. And they almost seems to be, the first week seems to be, not being in touch with yourself. You don't feel very connected with yourself, and there is this sense of being all over the place. You're not really in control, and that is something that could be upsetting you. Like I said, it maybe has to do with the situation at home. For some of you, you could um, maybe there's an ongoing work happening at home. Maybe there's some, either the house has become an issue, maybe there's a constant plumbing issue or some construction issue that seems to be there. Something to do with the structure of the house as well could be something that could be bothering you in the first week. The good news, Capricornians, of course, is that it's just the first week of the month, and patience is something, and hard work is something that doesn't scare you. So it'll get all right as the month opens up. And now we have Aquarius. Let's see what our Uranian friend has. Okay. So Aquarians, you are very clearly being, first of all, there seems to be an issue with a child. I think that a child seems to be a cause of concern. Maybe there is too much of energy that is being put into it. Or maybe also in some cases it could be that there is no energy, that you're sort of scaring yourself or moving yourself away from a space of disciplining a child. It could be a grown-up child, it could be a teenager, it could be a young child, definitely 10 above. So you could just be hesitating to sort of discipline your child, or there could be this sense of that this is how it is and live and let live. But you are being asked to walk the balance line, Aquarians. You are being asked to have the balance of both the worlds, of be the parent and be the friend. Do not forget that you are the parent first, along with being a friend. Also, for some of you, you are being asked to go inward. I think money seems to be a little bit of a situation. Maybe some of you are dealing with a very miserly boss. Money seems to be like you have to literally like pull or demand the money from this person. I mean, if it's in a relationship, then it could be hard. I mean, it could be that your spouse is being really stingy about the money. At work, it could be that salary has got delayed, or maybe some money that was owed to you, and they're just, random excuses are being made, and people are refusing to sort of with the money now. So, yeah, it is the entire month that is there. So let's not sort of judge the first week. And then we have the gentle Pisces. We have Jupiter in Pisces till end of July, so that's like it started somewhere around 23rd of May, and it's going to be there till end of July. So I think all Pisceans are like having a big party. Pisces, I think I've pulled a very Neptunian card. It's of that holy grail, chasing the holy grail, or that the pot of gold that is there at end of the rainbow. I mean, in any case, Pisces, you sort of look at life in kind of a split screen. One is from your perspective, and the other is in the parallel Neptunian world that you live in. Pisces, you are also in a space where you're feeling as if your talent is going wasted. All the work, all the whether they're not just the accolades, but whatever it is that you have learned in life, it is not being put to use. So you have this sense of that I'm just wasting what is it that should be coming to me, or what it is that I deserve is not being given, or I'm not being put to the best use of my best ability. And I would say for some of you also, it's almost as if that you've lost your way, kind of a thing. Not lost your way, but you've lost the plot, because you worked so hard your entire whatever career bit of it, and now you have this sense of that all that you have learned is not being put to any use, and you're not being able to help others, you're not being able to give value to others, and that is causing a lot of restlessness. There is, however, children do come across as a source of good news. There could be some good news if you have been waiting for regarding a child or a grown up child, and bringing about much happiness and positivity, and I would say even hope that is there. Pisces, your advice, I would say, for the first week would be that try not focus too much on what is not there, on what does not exist, or what should have been given to you is not there, but try and focus more on what is left, or rather on what is under your control. I do hope that you enjoyed these energy tarot checks. I will be coming again for the week 2 of June. And do let me know in the comments below, any feedback on the tarot reading. Be nice. And remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. It's been a pleasure speaking with all of you. I'll see you again soon. And thank you so much for watching.